Hello you guys, it's Kayla with the Celebration Company, and since today is National Avocado Day, I thought it would be fun to show you guys how I make guacamole. It is one of my favorite things. I always make it fresh. I never buy store-bought unless by some chance I just can't get ripe avocados. Guacamole is a necessity in our family every single week when we have Taco Tuesday. And so it's way better when you make it homemade, way better. And so I'm gonna show y'all how to do that today. So I have already prepped a bunch of my avocados. So I think I have 6 avocados total. If you don't know how to prep an avocado or how to pick out an avocado, when you are at the store and you squeeze, okay, it should give. There should be some give to it. If it's firm and it doesn't give, then it is not ripe, okay? So a lot of the times when they are ripe, they're gonna be a lot darker. Sometimes some of them aren't quite as dark, but they're still ripe. If they're bright green, they're definitely not ripe. So that is the way that I pick them. You can really, you can see how this is kind of giving. Then you know that this is ripe. So all I do is I just take my knife and I just run it around like this, and you'll see there's a little pit inside. So the way that I remove the pit is I just take a sharp knife and I just poke it down in there, and then you just do a little twist and it'll come right out. So then I'm just gonna squeeze because I like my guac really smooth. I don't like it like super smooth. It's not like I'm gonna put it in a blender, but I want it somewhat smooth. So I don't mind to just go ahead and smush this all out. But you can also use a spoon to just scoop it out. I usually use a tablespoon to just scoop all that out, so that if you want it like diced up or you want it a little bit on the chunkier side, then do that. Let me grab, I need to wipe my hands off. Okay, so the next thing that I do is I'm gonna take some tomatoes. Now, I sometimes do it differently. It just depends on the day. But sometimes I will just pour a little bit of salsa in here, which is really good as well. Today, I'm gonna do some tomatoes, and I forgot to rinse these. I'm gonna rinse them off real quick. Okay, so for my tomatoes, the way I like to do it, and you guys can't see, let me grab a cutting board and bring it over here so you guys can see. So what I do is I'll just take my tomatoes and just cut them in half. These are Roma tomatoes, but you can use whatever kind of tomato you want. And I really prefer to do this with a different knife, but it's okay. And I'm just gonna scoop out the seeds. So just kind of get all those seeds out, just cut the seeds out, and then I just dice this up really finely. And so I just make little strips of my tomato, and then I'm just gonna dice it up into little pieces. Just like that. I'll put that in there. I got one more. So I just cut it right in half. Scoop out all those insides, because you don't want all that liquidy, you know, all those seeds and stuff in your guacamole. So I also cut out the core. Just dice it up into small pieces, and obviously if you like it more chunky, then cut it up into bigger pieces. That's totally up to you. So there we go. All right, I'm gonna put all that in here. Okay, sometimes I do this and sometimes I don't, but I'm here to tell you it's delicious either way. So I'm just gonna take a lime and I'm just gonna do half. I don't like it super limey, but that's just me. So I'm just gonna do half a line. Make sure we don't get any seeds in there. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. All right, so this next part, y'all, the seasonings, I'm just gonna be real honest. I never measure, okay? I never measure my seasonings when I make avocado or guacamole. I just put it in there and taste it as I go. So we're going to start with some pepper. So I've just got some freshly cracked pepper here. And I like mine just a little on the spicy side. We are spicy eaters in this family. So I'm going to add some crushed red pepper, and I just add a couple of pinches of red pepper. But again, use that to your discretion. You can also do cayenne pepper as well. Then I'm gonna do some garlic powder, and I don't know, about a teaspoon or so, but again, that's something you can adjust. You can just sprinkle some in and do it how much you want it. Same thing with the onion powder, about a teaspoon. And then I like it salty. Avocados are one of those things, kind of like potatoes, they need salt. They really need salt. So we're gonna do a decent amount of salt in here. And then I just like to take a fork and I just start mixing it up. I really like to use a fork for this because that way you can kind of mush up some of the bigger pieces. Just use your fork and I just kind of press it up against the side and just kind of smush up those bigger pieces. And then I find that if I use a fork, I can get it pretty smooth just by mixing it. So look how beautiful this guacamole is. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna try it and see how it tastes. Let's see, you guys. Oh my goodness. I love it. A little bit more. A little bit more crushed red. And it is good to go. So good. You guys, this is super simple. Like I said, I always make my own guac. It's the only way to go. So, happy National Avocado Day. Have some guacamole. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. See you later. Bye.